Hello, beautiful Cancer. Welcome to your reading. Today we're going to start with your keywords and symbols, then we're going to jump into your coffee cup. By the way, if you're new here, I am Divine Light and I'm so happy you have joined me today. And if you would like to see more of these, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you go on to enjoy, go ahead and hit the like. This is some geometric shape that is actually a circle of life. It's somehow it has like a flower of life vibe here. It is surrounded by a lot of seeds. These are cocoa beans, I think. Please do comment down below if you have knowledge. I don't know what this is, but I'm not gonna lie, I seen this a lot when I was growing up, when I was walking during the fall. You probably seen this, that tree drops it, and we have the acorn. So these seeds are going to be your new ideas, hope, open-mindedness. And I can tell you that there are plenty of these in the nature. What does that mean? It means that there are abundance of new ideas available to you right now. You need to just pick one and go with it, okay? And as far as it can take you, and after that, you can pick another one because there is variety here. This can be inspiration, ideas about what you want to do, about work, life, love. So you need to look around in the nature. We have the potion, invigorating empowerment. So something that you're mixing up with those. I'm going to go really general when it comes to mixing things up. These can be emotions, ideas. It can be your state of being that you're putting inside the mixture of the spell here. Spelling out the things that you desire, saying it out loud. And that is going to empower you. That is going to be your potion of health, wealth, abundance. Okay? So, invigorating empowerment. Immigration and empowerment is going to be the key words for this week for you. What else we have? We have spring, rebuilding, awakening, and rebirth. Some of us going towards the spring, but some of you might be actually, if you're in the southern hemisphere, going towards the winter. Either way, though, this can be a spiritual awakening coming forward for some of you that you need to pay attention to the signs and the cauldron to cook them all up, okay? You're going to have all the tools that you need, creation, opportunity, and caring. So you're going to have the idea, the resources, you're going to have the ideal weather to grow those seeds, and then you're going to have the whatever it needs to grow it up, and you mix it up and create this formula, this spell for yourself. When I say spell, it is not really what a spell I mean. It means that, for example, I knit, and when I'm knitting, I don't really just grab the yarn and just make some things with my hand. I have many tools. I have knitting needles, I have a scissor, I have a darning needle, all that good stuff. You need a marker, all that things. Those are actually the things that I have, and mix it up in the cauldron is my skill of knitting, okay? So something like such is actually showing up here for you. I already see a console. Kind of looks like a console initially, but then you can see the massive bunny on the bottom of the cup. Bunny can symbolize wealth, resources, abundance, and of what you need. Another thing with the bunny's energy, it can be a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, an earth sign, especially a female one. This person might have resources that you need, maybe providing them for you, or you're right here. There's another person, kind of looks like, I'm going to say like their hat they're wearing and the way they're walking is kind of like I'm not a dwarf, but what are those creatures? In the Harry Potter, the house elves, yeah. The Dobby, he's actually bringing something to you that you need, and you're right here. You have the bunny in between. Bunny can be the person who's in between, who's going to really create the relationship here, so you can pick up this big resource off of their hand. Bunny can be a person's name too. I recently found out it can be like a female name, so it can be the name of the person here, or maybe in a nickname. And it seems like they have very light aura, a lot of energy, so they might be automatically attracting themselves to people. And then they are actually helping you. I see a letter F or E above their head, like Emery. I know this is such a out there name, but that came to me, Emery, Amory. It came in their first name or the last name, but they're helping you. I don't even know if that's a woman's name, by the way, but it just came to me. I see there's a gateway opening outside your comfort zone. There are two tears of joy. So you might simultaneously receive some out of this, what is happening in your heart, something different, some good news. Okay, there's a pathway opening, but this is not a pathway you're traveling. Someone has been traveling this pathway. This looks like an older gentleman with a big nose, and he's bringing like a heart shape here. Older. I said older because of the nose, but they don't have to be older, by the way. Now I remember that I actually have a cousin like that. He's really tall and skinny and has a big nose, so it can be someone like that. Skillful. Yeah, I think he's also a computer engineer, so smart basically. He can speak multiple languages. So I feel like every time this reminds me of someone, that person coming into your life is going to have that kind of like a skills, or it's like a note from the spirit telling me, okay, this is someone similar to that, someone intellectual, someone who likes to travel, someone who can speak multiple languages. Their nose can be a little bit maybe Romanish or Italianish. Maybe. Yeah. So, yeah, the path is long. They're traveling, coming from a long pathway, meaning that's why I felt maybe from like a country that they speak multiple languages. That's why that person's going to be fluent. So, but this still has some time. What I see inside here is there are four pathways that you're exploring too. You have a sword on your back right here. You're wearing your cloak, like covering yourself up. And this is not really a cloak. I feel like this is like a blanket. It like those blanket plus cloak type of things. I'm seeing here even like a band on your head, like a feather, can be, those like Navajo blankets with the colors. I know it doesn't have color here, but my inner eyes can see that. You are maybe like pulling energy from your ancestors or ancestors of the land that you're living, so because you're feeding off of their soil too. This is like a power coming to you. You had the sword on your back. Sword doesn't always mean going into a fight with someone. Can mean that if you're holding it, but now it's on your back. I feel like this is about actually communication, artistic expression, and you are trying four different pathways, and one of them is actually like taking a seed and staying there. On top of that, there are two swans actually meeting. Swans can symbolize commitment. I see there's a clean paper coming afterwards. This is kind of looks like a continent as well. So you might be picking a certain continent. And I know during these times there's so much separation between humanity, race and country, whatnot. But I feel like we're all children of Terra, Gaia, the Mother Earth, so we can like get inspired from every culture here. Okay, so as long as it's not offensive. Okay, I see this is actually a commitment that you're making, and I see there are two elephants actually putting their heads together. Elephant can symbolize you maybe coming together with another someone who has very deep understanding of something. And the other day I come across a video. They were going on safari and they pissed off these elephants, and the elephants are screaming, basically growling, and the person's like, let's go, let's go. And the man says, if we go, they can attack and end us. So this is actually a power you can control. This is coming up for you. You're facing with someone. Maybe you have the same nature. You can, really boost each other up in a positive way or in a negative way. Okay. So this is basically telling me that you need to be careful with that boosting up, what you're doing with this person, because there's so many words under here. The conversation go both ways. So you need to have some control over it. And after this, I see that you're turning your backs towards each other. So this person might be coming up for drama. But what's happening is your chest, you have a Pegasus, you have a horse. Horse is wish fulfillment. And somebody is a masculine figure with a massive A with a star coming in. Star is Aquarius. This person can be an Aquarius. A can be in their first name or the last name. Heron. I mean, I don't know if this is even a name. It just comes to me right now. Harry, Karen, yeah, or someone caring. star is the wish that they actually accomplish in bringing it to you. And when they do, you are actually maybe even not dealing with the other elephant. You're parting ways, okay? The elephant can be symbolizing a work environment, for example. That you had to be in there, you had to work, but then this person comes with an offer which is actually very favorable for you. You move away, walk past, and you're going towards your Pegasus here, your wish fulfillment, okay? Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your head. There you go. Tears of joy. Good news. We have the man with the nose right there standing. And yeah, your desire is coming really fast. It seems like here. So I'm going to remind this part that this is a general reading, guys. I sometimes read in the comments, you mentioned that it didn't happen. It might not be the time for you, or maybe this you should watch. Go ahead when it comes to your moon, rising, and Venus signs, because these videos are intended for all those. So another thing let's mention here, the man with a nose is actually having a good smell, can sense things before they happen. And in your heart space here can be someone close to your heart, someone good to you. That's what it means. And it seems like here they're looking at a sword as well. So this might be someone that you're also not being very pleasurable. Like maybe when they anger you, you right away express it, which means that you can be authentic around this person. You don't have to hide your true self, and they're still there. And they're coming up with something in front of their nose. There's like a dog kind of a shape. This has like a handle here. Kind of looks like a mop, something to clean maybe, or something to maybe renew. They're coming up with that. So they're actually expressing that to you. It can have an effect on your wish and desire when it's traveling towards you. I'm going to dive into your tarot now. If you made it so far, please comment down below and let me know, because when I look at the rates of the wheels, I see that most of you are only watching the coffee cup reading, not the tarot part. Please comment down below and let me know which part of the readings you enjoyed the most, okay? I appreciate that truly. And tell me how you're doing so far. We have the High Priestess here. High Priestess is your heightened intuition, a knowledgeable woman, and you need to tap into that feminine side. If you're a masculine figure, a male watching this, you need to tap into that inner feminine. This doesn't mean that you are feminine. This means that we are living in duality. And duality means that we have all the genders, all the energies within us. And feminine doesn't mean female. Feminine means being creative, being artistic expression. And most of the time when you look at those like men who are very artistic, they don't really get offended by that. And you can see that they can wear a jewelry or even like what is this, nail polish, and that is also something that boosts the artistic expression as well. They know it, they use it. It doesn't make them any less men, okay? So that's why I feel like the High Priestess comes for every gender here. So you have a knowledge, inner knowing, but maybe you're avoiding it because it requires you to tap into it. Go ahead and tap into that energy, because we have 8 of arrows. You might be surrounded by thoughts. These are the arrows here. This is actually the swords energy. Thoughts, overthinking, maybe a lot of words that are surrounding you, trapping you, and you're not really seeing because your eyes are closed. And what can an owl see or do best? They can see in the dark. They can see in the dark. So if you are in darkness right now, you need to see any further. You need to tap into that inner eye of yours, okay? It might include you lighting up a candle and staring at it. It can sound a very feminine act, but if it's useful, or maybe do some grounding yoga poses, yeah, but if it helps, why not? Go ahead and do it, because confident people do not mind trying new things. We have here the World. Okay, there you go. There's your solution here. When you tap into that energy, you're going to find your solution. If you're avoiding the solution, it is right there. So when you tap, like, do the creative work, when you do find that inner knowledge, that is going to untrap you, and that's going to end that cycle as well. If this is something keep repeating for you all the time, okay? What else we have here? Page of Cups is a good offer coming. You can see this beautiful crab is you. And I'm going to say that if something coming forward, or maybe something that you're going to be able to offer, if this is something offering is maybe you want to work again, maybe you don't, maybe you want to travel but you need the means, and now you're finding a solution. This is the fish. Material satisfaction can be also something satisfying you coming forward when you tap into that inner knowing. We can also pull energy from the higher dimensions, by the way, if you don't know about it, but you need to be really in a quiet meditation in order to do that. Let's pull some more oracles and then we'll pull you a clarifier. We have the rhythm here. Go flow, go with the rhythm of life. Do not avoid it. The rhythm of life can be seen as you're going uphill, or the things are not really working out, or something negative is coming in. Rhythm is finding a solution to that at that point, okay? We have a shadow. Shadow is going to come to light. The high priestess here, she sees through the shadow because she can see in the dark. So that's why you need to really tap into that intuitive knowing. Maybe even you grab a deck of tarots if you have one. See what those cards are actually telling you, extra. Or it can be a Pisces here, a knowledgeable women that might have some valuable information that is laying in the shadow. That will accelerate your progress, it seems like, when you have the necessary information. We see with the World card. And embrace here. Empowerness, that's empowerness. Embrace what's coming is exactly what I mentioned here with the rhythm. Embrace what's coming your way because it is going to open up doors to something even better, okay? Let's see your affirmation. I'm a brand new teenage me, child me, baby me, source me. What is this? This means that every day you are a new person and evolving. You're not the same person that you were when you were a child or yesterday. We are evolving every day, okay? If you can catch that one little change, this is going to really accelerate your progress as well. Every past experience is still inside you. Don't yearn for the past as if it's gone. Yeah, you can visualize it too. Appreciate your memories as what they truly are, an integrated part of your eternal being, and they always help. And also, there's always progress in front of you as well, okay? All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos right here for you to enjoy. I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.